shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on a jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Tear up the rim shot. I'm going global, coast to coast like my G.I. Joe present. I've yet to see a Cobra. So off my rocker got me sipping club soda. Some bombs never go off, some stars never blow up. I'm pitching in, never in the dugout. Reaching in my and I can't take a head count. Flashback 03, things was looking run down. Now I set foot.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Browns going up against the Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive, but I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland's plays even with people, not from behind.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Barkevius Mingo. Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Second down, here's Crowell, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. From the gun, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. On 1st and 10, Locke. Throw left side, complete. That's Doyle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't it?
Yeah, and Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle, truly tight end 1.
A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. 31 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. Right back to Dixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's the rookie from Boise State, Jeremy McNichols. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenneth Dixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs down.
And Crowell lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The tight end in motion right. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Forced out to his left. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with his first career INT. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third and short yardage. Kaiser out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A first down throw for Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard, from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
On third down, Kaiser got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll throw again. Kaiser. The rookie first-rounder David Njoku with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
David Njoku, nearly 17 yards a catch in college. Those are wide receiver numbers.
Yeah, went to Miami. Brad Kyle was his quarterback. They were a really good combo. Also, how about the wingspan of the young rookie? 35.25-inch arms.
Quarterbacks love that. That catch radius, huge. And what he does after the catch, really impressive.
Kaiser now on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now Kaiser. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shedding the tackle. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the gun, here's Love. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 88 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington, and then tomorrow on Monday night we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Second down, Kaiser. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go!
Kaiser yet again. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down throw. Luck. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Luck now on second down. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. And they'd be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster. Kaiser to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Crowell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Slot man moves right. Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Luck. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Third down, still 14 yards left. Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Kaiser now. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Here we go! Left round! Ohio!
After the penalty, it's Crowell. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Ten-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20. From the gun, Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Kaiser. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. To throw, Kaiser. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game
and Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception, Kaiser. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Barkevious Mingo in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The slot man in motion right. Now it's McNichols. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Dante Moncrief. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go.
Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Kaiser. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, a run with Smallwood. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the D-line's going to spread out. A shotgun snap for Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Time running out here on the play clock. The give running right, Dixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw, Love. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Six yards to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go! 1, 9, Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go!
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Back to throw, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it.
Let's go!
Instead, 2nd down. 10 yards still left on second down.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Here we go!
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Come on, let's go! 38! Ohio! Ohio!
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And here we go on first and goal.
Let's round! Let's round! Here we go! 38!
Again, it's Crowell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Ohio! Here we go!
Second and goal now from the 8. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.